Okay, we are live. I think we're live. Okay, it says we're live. All right. I'm going to give it a few minutes, wait for some people to come on before I get started. Okay. Look at my phone here. All right. All right. How's everybody doing? Welcome to tonight's live. Um, Corey, how you doing? Um, Welcome everybody. It's good to see you guys. Um, Tonight I want to talk about well, it's one of the topics I put on the poll, and it's what attracts white men to black women. And I'm gonna go over that, and I'm gonna give my opinion on what uh attracts white men to black women. I'm going to tell you what attracted me to black women, and a lot of this is a lot of white men are attracted the same way. It's and you can't say all, but it's kind of general. But from people that I have talked to, um, they feel the same way for the most part. Um, but anyway, uh, and it was a subject I put on the poll that you guys voted on, and I'm going to do something kind of weird. I'm going to use an old video I made, and it kind of covers the same subject, and then I'm going to talk about it too. And also, I got some pictures I was going to show. Someone asked me to show some pictures of my family and stuff, and these are older pictures. My kids don't look like the way they did back then, and I'm not showing current pictures. These are older pictures, and I want to just show that, give you guys a little sideshow just for the fun, and then I'll go into what attracts us white guys to black women, or for the most part, different races of men, Asian, Hispanic. Generally, the things I'm going to cover is generally true for men of other races that are attracted to black women, and I'll go over it from where the physical, the beauty, what we see through our eyes, to the inner person, the spirituality, all the different things that we see, how black women present themselves, and some things that black women don't even know we look at. And but anyway, I want to start with a little sideshow real quick. And some of these pictures you probably seen because I showed some before. And let me see here. Let me go ahead and put it on the screen. Okay. Right here, if you look at this picture is way back. There's Sandy, and this is my youngest daughter. And that's when she was 3. This was 17 years ago. So you could tell how old I am. 17 years. Right now, she's 20 years old right now. So that's way back. But it's a cute picture, you know. Two important ladies in my life, my wife and daughter. A cute picture, and just brings back memories and stuff. And I just like that picture. They're wearing Oakleys. I had I think this one's my wife's, and this pair is mine. And actually, my kids bought me my pair with like for my birthday and stuff, and that was like a special thing. But they're posing with their Oakleys. Cute picture. And then here, okay, this picture here, this is me when I was like 19, and this is my brother. I think he was like 12 years old, 11 or 12. No, let me take that back because he's 12. Yeah, I think I was. he might have been 7 or 8 or something, because I'm like 12 years older. But this is a picture way back. This is way before I got married. Right around the time well, right before I got married, when I was joining the military and stuff. But that's way back. And then we'll continue on. This here is my retirement picture. And this picture was almost 10 years ago, 2012, September. And right here, you got the sergeant major and the battalion commander on the sides, and then you got me here. They gave me a flag when I retired, and they gave my wife, some roses. And then you got my daughters and my son, and that was almost 10 years ago. And a happy time in my life. I finally get to retire, well, just to go to work again. And but that was a very special day and stuff. And then, but we'll go ahead and continue. Okay, and there's a picture of me and my kids when they're little. Um, right now, I mean, she's 26 years old, has she's married, has a daughter, and one on the way. He is like 24 years old. He's in the army right now, and then she's 20 years old. She's going to college at University of New Mexico. But this was way, way back. You look at me, I look younger. There's no fat on me like there is now. That's back in my army days when I was in shape and stuff. But good times here. Go ahead and continue. Okay, and there's a picture of my daughter and my wife and daughter again. Um, that's just a little sideshow I wanted to show you. Somebody asked me if I could show some, pictures of my kids and stuff. And so there you go. Um, but tonight, and that's fun memories and stuff. And my kids are adults now. They're, like I said, living their own life. Our youngest daughter's still with us because she's going to college. But before you know it, they'll be me and my wife will be alone in the house, which is a good thing, but then it's a sad thing too. We got, we can do whatever we want, but then we miss our family. Thanks, Corey. But that was several years ago. My kids are grown up now; they're adults now, and they're living their own life. But nice pictures, good times, a lot of memories. Um, what I want to talk about tonight is, like I was saying, what attracts white men to black women, and I'm going to start from the beginning. Okay, what attracts us? What would attract somebody, white man, to a black woman? Okay, and it could be different races, back and forth. But what would attract somebody of another race? Um, well, when it comes to black women, us as white guys that are like black women, or other races of men that like black women, um, they're beautiful. First off, black women are beautiful, and another thing is they're unique. They're different. Okay, um, they say opposites attract and stuff, and black women have a unique beauty to them. And if you think about it, us as white guys, we've been with Becky since the Caucasus Mountains, right? So we love Becky, but some of us guys, we see a black woman and she's beautiful, and there's curiosity there too, just wondering what they're like, and and you see them, they're beautiful, they're different, so it sparks that curiosity, and that's one thing. So well, some of us white guys will get up our courage if we're interested, and eventually talk to them, and we'll get rejected, and then down the line somebody will be interested, and but it always starts with looks with anybody. But with black women, you have a unique beauty to you. You're different, and it's going strike the curiosity. Plus your guys' hairstyles. black women have so many different hairstyles, and I think it's a neat thing. I really do. Um, and I've talked about hairstyles and stuff. I made a video long ago. I think I'm going to do a part two to it and add some photos to it and kind of, you know, go a little more in depth in it. But black women, their hairstyles and they're different, unique. Um, and I've talked about how I like braids. That's my preferred long braids. I like the box braids, really nice. My wife's done many different hairstyles, and most of the time she wears braids because it's easy to take care of, and her hair grows really nice with the braids and stuff. But that's a uniqueness. Yeah, white women can wear braids and do that stuff too, but it's just not the same, you know, in my opinion. So you got that, unique look. Hairstyles are neat. I remember back when I was in middle school, you know, or even elementary school in the 70s and 80s. And I remember, black women would wear braids, and a lot of times they'd put beads in their hair and stuff. And sometimes they do it now too. But back then it was like a big thing. And I thought that was neat. It was unique. It was neat, and it kind of caught my eye, but that's the visual part of it, and many hairstyles. And I even thought, the afro looked nice back in the 70s. A lot of black women wore their hair naturally. Um and and, and some do today too, but I thought the afro looked, beautiful. I even thought the jerry curl back in the 80s. You guys remember that? My wife had one, and I thought women looked beautiful with that too. I mean, the different hairstyles. That's what's neat and unique. And then another thing, when we're talking about the visual, is black women, how you guys dress. I mean, when a black woman gets dressed up, she really gets dressed up and really looks beautiful. Um, she really goes into detail, and that's the thing that's attractive, And when women dress, okay, we're attracted to women. Us as men are attracted to women, right? And I'll say this, black women, when they dress professional, to me, are more attractive than if they wore tight clothing or something like that. you know and if I'm going to approach somebody to date, I would go for the one that looked professional. you know but mostly black women dress professional, but I'm just kind of throwing that in there. But when you guys dress up, you really dress up and look nice. And it just seems like black women can, throw outfits together and just really look really nice, have that professional look. And I always said that, you know the biggest things that attracted me to black women when it comes to looks is the professional look and traditional. You know, what I mean is professional, really dressing nice, and traditional, dressing more of a conservative look when it comes to dressing, you know, and that professional look. That to me is really attractive. And I've talked to a lot of guys and they like that. Black women really dress up and really take care of themselves in that way. And other women do it too, but I really notice it on black women. And when a black woman looks professional, it is so attractive. You guys don't even understand. It can be a woman that's average at best, but when she looks professional and has that certain confidence, she's truly fine. And I've been attracted to women that other people say, well, she's okay, but no, to me, she's fine because how she presents herself, how she's dressed, the personality, the positivity, you know, um, that, but that's the visual, right? And that's what attracts me. And a lot of men I talk to, they tell me the same thing. They like that about black women, how they dress, the professional look. That's the image we're seeing of black women today. Professional, in the corporate world, you know, the black woman getting her education, the most educated, you know, of any group. And that's an amazing accomplishment. And But we see the professional black woman. We see the traditional black woman. A lot of black women are traditional. A lot of black women are women of faith. And that's an attractive thing. That's what I like because I'm a traditional guy and a lot of black women are traditional. And that means, they're women of faith. They follow God's path and they're loyal and commit and they have a commitment, and that's attractive. And right now, as images, we got stereotypes and how we see people right now more than, the image that they would portray of the black woman being loud and crazy and, that they portray in the movies. We're not seeing that so much anymore. People ain't seeing that image. People are seeing the true black woman right now. And it's a real positive thing. And, that's just going to propel interracial relationships even more when it comes to black women. You know, you wear braids. Yeah, I love braids, and I tell people that that's and I love all the different hairstyles black women have, but braids are my favorite. It's just me, and a lot of white guys love braids. I don't know what it is, we just do. Um, but there's a lot of different braids. And black women have different hairstyles. They have like wavy hairstyles. They'll have like the corn rolls and stuff. My wife's wore those and she looks nice with that. She looks nice with the box braids. She's had the twist braids, the big braids, the micro braids. I really like the micro braids, the real little ones. Those are a bit more expensive because you got to put a lot of work into it. Black women's hairstyles are expensive. And I should know, I've been married almost 30 years and I've been paying for those hairstyles all the way. And, that's not a problem. I'm happy to do it because my wife's happy and she looks beautiful. But, that's what I like. And, my son-in-law loves when my daughter wears braids. I mean, us guys, we like that. It looks beautiful. And nobody, I mean, other women can wear braids. I've seen it, but nobody, can wear it like black women. It goes good with it, you know. But maybe it's because it looks more natural on a black woman. I don't know. But that's the visual. That's what I like. Yeah, I've been paying for those hairstyles, but I'm happy to do it. I love my wife. It's all good and stuff. And it's kind of exciting when she gets her hair done. She'll ask me, well, what kind should I do? And, she'll try different hairstyles and stuff. And, I think she's done every hairstyle from, different braid hairstyles. She's had a jerry curl. She had the afro. She's had a weave every now and then. Um, she hadn't done the wig thing so much. Um, but I've seen women do wigs, and it's amazing how they can take those front lace wigs and make it look like it's their real hair. It's amazing. Um, but that's the visual about it, and that's what attracts us because you guys are different, and it's neat, and it strikes that curiosity, you know, and you look really beautiful, and there ain't no man that can deny the beauty of a black woman. You can't. Even the racist ones can't. Black women are beautiful naturally. The most beautiful woman on earth, in my opinion, and I'm right. So that the debate's over. Black women are the most beautiful. Okay, glad we settled that. But seriously, but that's what attracts us, and that's the visual. And but once we get that visual, okay, then we make our approach and we get to know you. Okay. Now these are other areas that attract us, right? Of course, positivity. A lot of black women carry a positive attitude, and that's attractive because you're friendly, you're easier to approach, and more guys will approach you if you got that positive aura about you. because they're going to feel comfortable. It just, when you're in that positive mode, you just attract people. We all do. And when we're grumpy and acting crazy, nobody really wants to be around us, right? So, and I've seen a lot of black women that just carry themselves in a positive way. And that's attractive. And also black women are direct. This is another attraction. Some guys will say, well, they're not so much attracted to that because sometimes when you direct, you tell someone the truth. And if a black woman's not interested in you, a lot of times she's just going to tell you. But that's a good thing because then you're not stuck guessing, right? Honesty is the best policy. But, a lot of times she'll be interested, but she's direct. She'll tell you what she thinks. And that's a good thing. It's attractive because you know where you stand. It's not beating around the bush. It's not you're not playing games. And a lot of black women are direct. They really are. More so than most women, I would say, with my experiences. Um, and that is an attractive quality. Black women are passionate. Okay. That's attractive. You believe in what you say. Okay. And a lot of times this area can get confused where people might think that maybe she's got an attitude or maybe she's loud, but no, she's just passionate. She believes in what she believes. And when you see it for what it is an attractive quality. Um, it is to me. I love when women are passionate. When it just. I've been in an argument with my wife, and I just like, wow, and we never gotten a real heated argument, but we've gotten arguments, and she just, believes in what she says. One time, I just looked at her and says, "You know what? I love you," and she's like, "Oh, what? Okay, well, I love you too." Kind of knocked her off guard, but I love the passion. Okay, so you got the directness and the passion that attracts us. That's attractive. It really is because us as men, we don't want to be guessing that what you think or where we stand. So directness is an awesome quality. And I think a lot of times black women will say, well, why won't white guys approach us more often? Because they got that direct, in my opinion, they got that direct attitude like, hey, if you're interested, let me know. Direct, you know. But, and that's a good quality. Um, Another thing, black women are easygoing. In my experience, most black women are easygoing. They're 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 easy to get along with. They're fun to be around. I mean, the ones that care about you are really easygoing, really nice. In my experiences, when I've dated through the years, and I've the good experiences I had, and for the most part, the women I've dated, I've had good experiences. There's been one I didn't have such a good experience, but for the most part they were all good. And now it just didn't work out for us because we just weren't meant for each other. But when I met my wife, we were, and we're married. So I mean, but that's where you go on your dating journey. You date to, well, how you should date is to find out if that person's the right person that you want to marry. That's what dating's supposed to be for. It's like courting. You get to know that person to figure out if that's the right woman to be your wife. If she's right for you and you're right for her. That's what we should be using dating for. But a lot of times people date their whole life with no intentions to getting married. But dating, that's what it's supposed to be for. But you guys are direct and passionate. Those are awesome qualities. And then easygoing. And a lot of people tell you that when they date black women, that are in good relationships, they're easygoing, and they like that about them. I've always, for some reason, I always felt comfortable around black women, whether we're just friends or it didn't have to be dating. Just something about them, their spirit. I love the spirit about them. They got big hearts. Black women probably have the biggest heart I've seen. And you can see it in society, how they raise their kids and how they, try to uplift their community at every turn and just trying to make things happen. Even when you got that single mother that's alone with her kids, she's just taking it all on her shoulders, and Black women are that way. They got big hearts and they try to uplift others before themselves in a lot of cases. I've seen it. And that's so attractive. Not that us as guys want them to carry things on their carry it all on their shoulders. No, we don't. Those of us that are attracted to Black women, we want to carry it for them. But that's just, I think, in their nature, from what I've seen, is they're just uplifting. They want to lift you up more times than themselves, and I've seen that, and that's attractive. But you know, and I've seen that in my wife. She tries to uplift me before she does herself. She tries, and it's almost like with me and my wife, it's kind of crazy. It's like she looks out for me so much that we kind of struggle with each other because I'm trying to just take care of it without her, and she's trying to take care of it. Does that make sense? But it's because we love each other. We're looking out for each other. But that's, the kind of conflict we have. It's kind of a good conflict, I guess. But she tries to take care of me. Even though I'm taking care of the family and taking care of things, she's still trying to take care of me. It just, I think Black women just have that about them, that special quality. Black women are resilient. Here's another one, you know, and you take the most educated group right now is Black women. By stats, the numbers don't lie, right? So, and out of the group, in the collective, they probably have the less resources. Well, they do in the group wise. Now, there are some, Black women that are wealthy and have plenty of resources, but, overall, when you run numbers in the groups, they have the least resources, but collectively, they're doing the best. How does that work? So they're resilient, even though they're faced with what they're faced with, and we see it in society. They still overcome. They adapt and overcome. They persevere, and that's an awesome quality. That's attractive to us, and we see that. Us as men of other races, we see that. And us as men that have a brain and have a little bit of wisdom can see it. And we're extremely attractive to it. And I tell you, that's why I say Black women are the best choice, most beautiful. And that's why I've always pursued Black women, because they're the best choice because of those qualities. And I would say most Black women are, professional and traditional. And that's extremely attractive, because you got the professional Black woman, she might be in the corporate world, and a lot of them are, making money, making ends meet, improving themselves more and more, and a lot of them are actually competing with men. They're resilient. They're they adapt very well. And I've seen that. That's attractive. Always trying to improve. And then the traditional Black woman. A lot of Black women are awesome traditional women that are good wives, good mothers, And I've seen that in my wife. I mean, my wife is she could go from professional to traditional in a snap of the fingers, and she's done it. When our kids were little, she was at home taking care of the kids. When they got older, she was in the corporate world. And now she's out there in the corporate world pursuing her dream. And, I've tried to talk her into staying home and just, going to an early retirement. I've told her that. I told her I got this. We're good. But she still wants to pursue what she's always wanted to. you know, and she can. We are more religious too. Yes, yes, you are. You're right about that. And you know, and I think that's why me and my wife's marriage is worked so well too, is we're both people of faith. We're traditional people too. I mean, you know, we're the same religion. I mean, and you know, we're brother and sister in Christ, and we're married. And it's awesome because we're on the me and my wife are so much alike, it's not even funny. If you were to, you know, not show what we look like and just see what how we are, you'd say, yeah, that makes sense. They're married. But then when people look at us, they say, well, they're different racial groups. Oh no. But you know, what's that matter? You know, but we work, you know, we're both people of faith, and we both me and my wife work hard. You know, we've been, you know, it's kind of funny. It's like we've been both kind of you know, kind of groomed to carry the load, to kind of put in the work. And we're, you know, when you get two people doing that, and we've heard it, right? Black women, white men, they're both been conditioned to do the work in a lot of cases. So we come together, we're both working. So it's kind of like a super couple, you might say. But you know, but that's what's attracted to black women. You know, that's what attracts us to you. You know, and I'll go from the looks. You know, your natural beauty. You know how you look. You're beautiful naturally. Okay, and black women, even when they're average, they're fine. It's something about black women are just beautiful. You know, and even when they get up in the age, you see a lot of black women that are like even in, you know, in their 50s, 60s, or even older, and look like 20 or 30 years younger. I don't know how you guys pull this off. I don't know, but you do. I mean, I've seen it. I mean, if you take Tamron Hall, she's like in her 50s. She's like my age, and she looks beautiful. She looks like probably about 20 years younger. Look at Angela Bassett. How old is she? And she's like in her upper 60s, maybe close to 70. She still looks fine. I mean, black women pull that off. You know, they really do. I just it's amazing. Oh, a good motivational speak. No, I'm speaking the truth. It's not I'm not just motivating, it's truth. It's what I see. That's what makes you guys attractive. And then I mean, I can't even there's no way I could say that black women aren't the best choice. There's no way I can. It you guys are the best choice. You are. It's facts right now. It's truth. You are the most beautiful. Okay? Some people say, "Well, that's your opinion. That's what you like." Okay. Well, you're the most educated. That's they've done stats on that. The numbers are in. Numbers don't lie. That ain't just my opinion. That's fact. You guys are creating the most businesses out of every group. That's not just me talking, that's reality. And then you have the least resources. So why would and then I look at that, why would I choose any other woman to be with? If I'm looking at it logically, let's say I do have a preference, and yeah, I do have favor towards black women. It's true. But let's say I didn't. Let's say I didn't, you know, I just attracted to women. It didn't matter. If I was going to look at it logically, and I was going to look at the qualities, and I was going to look at the stats, and looking at, you know, the resources that they have, and they're able to accomplish what they are, who would be my choice? If I was doing this logically without no bias in any way, no favoritism in any way, I would choose a black woman. I mean, it's truth. Right now, you guys are leading the way, and a lot of black women don't even realize they are, and they're doing it. And it's amazing. And here's the thing: a lot of people ain't seeing it quite yet, but if you look at the numbers, it's there. It's like a delayed reaction. It's like it's like we're like living in the past, but reality's moving. We're not seeing things in real time. We're seeing it in a delayed action. Does that make sense? Because if you look at the numbers and you look and you say, you take like interracial relationships, for instance. And they say, well, white men and black women are the least likely to marry out. They're the most race loyal, this and that. And most likely they ain't going to marry each other. But you know what? They're marrying each other more and more each day. It's growing, it's gradually growing. It's not exploding in one day, they just all come together. No, but it's constantly increasing. And why is that? Did us as white guys wake up one day and say, you know what? I'm going to go for black women? Some of us were just already attracted to you and we already pursued you. But others are starting to see you and they're starting to see what you're accomplishing. They're starting to see the real you. They're starting to see the passion you have. They're starting to see the qualities, you know. There's and it's happening. And the only thing that's holding black women from going opening their options to other groups of men, you know what's stopping that? It's black women. Because us as men will take you in a New York minute. We will. There are so many men out there that will date black women. It's not even funny. You know, they might not tell you that in your community. They might not tell you that in your family. But if you look at the numbers, it's there. I have not heard anybody in years make fun of me or say anything negative about me being married to a black woman. When I first got married, there were some people that did that, but it just like disappeared. Now more often people are asking me, how did I do that? How do you talk to a black woman? I have young, you know, mid 25-year-old guys out there asking me, what do you say to black women? They want to know how I did it so they can do it. And there's older men asking me that too, at my age, all across the board, because they see that I'm married to a black woman. So a lot of them will ask me, what did you do? What did you say to her? How did you approach her? You'd be amazed how many times I'm asked those crazy questions. And I don't go around talking about dating at work. I don't. But they'll ask me because they know my wife. They'll say, well, how'd you talk to your wife? What do you say to a black woman? You know? How do you approach them? Or what are they, are, a lot of them into dating men of different races? They'll ask me that. And the thing of it is, and they've done studies about this, and they found that white men are more willing to date black women than black women are willing to date white men. It's a fact. They've done studies about it. So, in reality, who's stopping black women if they wanted to go date any man they wanted? It's black women. You're the only ones that can stop yourself, and that's the only one that's stopping black women. If you look at the stats, it's true. Um, because you guys got so many qualities that attract us. You really do. And like I said, if I didn't care if I didn't have a preference and I just wanted a wife, if I studied it, I'd have to go with a black woman. Even being a white man, I would have to. Because you guys are the best choice. You're number one. You're first class. You are. And I'm not just saying that to, make you feel good and stuff. I hope it does, but I'm just telling the truth. And nobody can argue that with me. Nobody can say, okay, well, black women aren't the most educated. Yes, they are. You can't argue that. The numbers are in. Well, um, black women ain't loyal. Yes, they are. They're very much loyal. Well, they're not really doing good in the business. No, they're leading the way. So there's nothing. So you guys are number one. Period. End of story. And as a white man, I can say that with confidence because I see the true beauty in the black woman. I see the blessing in black women. And I've seen it, and I know it's pure because I've seen it as a child. I could feel the love, and I could just see the truth. And it's one thing crazy about when you're a child, you're innocent. You can tell. It's funny how children can sense good. They can tell whether you love them or not. They can feel that, and I felt that with black women. And as I went through life, that's carried on, and I've grown to love black women even more. And so when I started dating, who did I want to date? Black women. And I get some trolls on there and say, well, white women didn't want you, and that's why. Okay, well, I live in a state where black people are 2%. So if white women found me unattractive, I would just have to find an unattractive white woman, right? Because they're all over the place. So that argument's stupid as can be. And if that were the case, well, I'm blessed. So, I mean, but black women, you are the number one choice. And I've exclusively dated black women. They've always been my preference. And just because I had strong feelings, I've seen the beauty in black women early on. And white men that are attracted, and other men that are attracted to black women and have been like I have, they'll tell me the same thing. It's just something about you that they fell in love with early on. And I did it as a boy. And at 5 years old, you don't have desires like that. You're not thinking of women like that. You know? So it's just, but that's what we find attractive. All those things I told you guys are true. And there's numbers to back this up. So I mean, as black women, hold your head up high. You're number one. You really are. And that's, the numbers don't lie. The numbers put you there. And you know, and that's why I've always loved black women. That's why I'm married to one. That's why I've been married so long to one, because I have love, for black women. I love my wife more than anything in the world. And why is that? Is it just because how she look? No, it's the inner person. It's her qualities. It's the heart she has. What is that? I think I got a troll in here. But you guys are the best choice. And I'm going to say that. And people will say to me, well, you're biased, that's just your preference. And you want to, you know, make black women feel good, validate them, and this and that. Well, the numbers validate you, the truth validates you. I could come up here and praise black women, or I could say bad things about them. But the truth is the truth. You guys are the best choice. You are, regardless of what I think or anybody else thinks. Truth is truth. What's a Vartek mean? I'm gonna put you in timeout because I don't know who you are, what you're saying. I don't even know what that means. I think it's a troll. But anyway, guys, you are the best, and I wanted to talk about something too. You know, before also, about you being the best and stuff. But one thing about black women, I would say, guys, if you're thinking about dating black women, they are the best choice. And you could study it, you could study the stats. And when you look at interracial marriages, they are strong with black women. Um, you know, the numbers are really good. So if you look at it logically, they are the best choice. And the things I've experienced with black women is if you show them love and respect, you get it back more so than what you give. That is truth. I see it at work, I see it in my everyday life. And like I said, you know, black women are easygoing, they're easy to get along with. They got a big heart. They really do. You show them love and respect, you're getting it back, you know. So, but that's how I feel about it. That's my perspective, but it's all truth too, you know. And these areas we covered, black women are leading the way. It's it's happening. It's not my opinion. I didn't just come up and make this up. I didn't just say, well, I'll just say they're the most educated. They are, you know. And I did that video about black women opening businesses, and they lead the way in every woman's group. So they're really resilient. They're really, they're making it happen. And all them things make you so attractive. They really do. And I've said this, and they'll tell you, well, you know, the media, Hollywood says that the standard of beauty is white women and this and that. And you know why? You know what the standard of beauty is? It's a man's wife. And if you think about it, you ask me, who's the most beautiful woman? Am I going to say my wife or some other woman? I mean, think about it. A man's going to say his wife, of course. So the standard of beauty is my wife. My wife's a black woman. So if you ask me who's the most beautiful woman in the world, the black woman. And if you look at our country, most of the people are white. So most wives are white women. So in that sense, these men are going to say that's the standard of beauty. But, you know, if you balanced out the numbers and made it even, black women would be wiping the floor with everybody. They would be just taking it, hands down. There wouldn't even be any competition. But, black women are a minority and, you know, so but anyway, um but that's what attracts us to you guys. Your natural beauty, how we see you, how you dress, how you conduct yourself, you know, um the passion you have, uplifting people, the big heart you have, easy going. And these are I mean, this is a generalization, but it's true. It's, you know, and you run the numbers, it leads that way. It validates you guys. And black women to be validated, you don't need a white guy like me to tell you how wonderful and beautiful you are. You know, the truth validates you. The stats, what you're accomplishing, that validates you. How you conduct yourself, that's your validation. It don't matter what anybody says about you. The numbers are in, the numbers don't lie. But anyway, um, I just wanted to tell you guys that. And I would say, ladies, hold your head up high. Any man that don't desire you is a foolish man. I'm just going to say it. Because you guys have so many qualities. And when you talk about relationships, what do you bring to the table? All those qualities you bring to the table. And the only thing women need to do when they come into a marriage, and there's three things I always say: they need to be loving, loyal, and look beautiful. Be your beautiful self. That's it. That's the only thing women need to do in a relationship. They don't have to bring half the money. They don't have to bring half the rent, half the house payment. They don't need to work several hours. They just need to be loving, loyal, and just be themselves. That's all you need to bring. Because if you got love for the man you're married to and you're loyal, you have a good marriage. And of course, he married you, so you're beautiful to him. So you got those three areas. That's all you're supposed to do. And guys, the work is supposed to be on our shoulders. We're the leaders. We're the ones that are supposed to make it happen. We're supposed to be the providers. And I said it in my last video, talking about income. I says, and I've seen a lot of men say they won't get married because they worry about woman getting half or getting part of their income or whatever. But in reality, when you're married, your wife is going to get more than you. I'm sorry, guys, but your wife's going to. Because if you're a real man and you're doing it God's way, you're going to put your wife above yourself. And your kids are going to get more than you. Why? Because they're more important than you. And that's what a leader is. A leader is sacrificing. A leader is putting his wife and kids above himself. That's a true leader. That's a true man. And there's nothing weak about that. That's strength. There's strength in putting off stuff your wants and needs for your wife and kids. And that's the way God would intend it. And we hear it all over that women need to be more submissive. How many times do we hear that? Okay. Women being submissive, it's in the Bible, it's biblical. But you are not to be submissive to anybody but your husband. That's it. Not your boyfriend. And guys, a girlfriend should not be submissive to you. I'm sorry. It's your wife. And, a woman's going to be naturally submissive if you're doing what you should as a man, providing for her, working hard, making sure things are taken care of. That comes naturally. Because naturally, that's what women want. They want a man that's going to be there and take care of them. They want a man that's going to put them above himself. And, it says in the Bible, wives, submit yourself to your husbands, right? But then it says, men, submit yourself to God. Men, love your wife as Jesus loved the church. What would Jesus do for the church? He'd die for it, right? Do you love your wife that much? You're supposed to. That's true love. And if you put that forward, I guarantee your wife's going to submit to you, and she's going to want to. It's not that she is going to do it because it's her duty. She's going to do it because she just wants to. I mean, it is that's the way it is. And guys, I'm going to tell you, today I'm going to just share with you the day I had today. And it was awesome. I had you ever have those days where everything just works out? It's like everything's just positive, And I thought I was going to wake up tired because I did that live late and I had to get up early for work. And, after, I did the live, I spent some time with my wife. And, I love spending time with my wife, just being around her, whether we're doing our thing as husband and wife, or we're just watching TV, or we're just talking to her. It's just awesome. I love it, right? So we had a pretty good night last night, and then I went to bed a bit late. I woke up in the morning thinking I was going to be tired, right? I woke up, I was like, man, and the first thing when I woke up, I looked up and my wife was just sitting over me, just looking at me. And I was like, and she's like, good morning. And I'm like, and it just seemed weird that she's just looking at me, right? And I says, everything okay? What's going on? And she says, I just like watching you sleep. She says, I love you. I just love watching you sleep. She told me that. And it was just like, my wife does a lot of loving, nice things. And that just felt so good. She just told me she loved watching me sleep and she loved me. And she says, you know what? When you come home, what do you want to eat? Whatever you want, I'm going to do for you. And she was just telling me how much she loved me and stuff. And I was like, man, that's just awesome. So I just went to work feeling good. And it was like, and my wife treats me well. So it's not out of the norm that she would do this, but it just felt so good. And then, I got to work and, I was doing my work and then I was getting praised at work and stuff. And, people tell me, I appreciate what you do. And I just like, people were saying a lot of kind things to me. And I was just like, wow, it's like, and then my father, calls me and tells me, he says, son, I'm proud of you. I love you. You've done good. And with my dad, my dad's been tough. If he gives you a compliment, it means something. So I got that, and that felt good. And it was just like it was like when you're sleeping and you have that good dream where it's a pleasant dream and you try to go back to sleep so you can get back to that dream. You ever had that? That's what it was like, but it was like in reality. And I went to work, I did my work, everything would just flowed, it just went smooth. It was like um it was like a positive day, and I was just getting positivity from people around me saying good things to me. Just and it was just it was nice. It was just and sometimes you just have good days. And sometimes you have bad days too where things don't go so well and you're irritated or things are going on and you're just not feeling. But today everything was flowing. Everything just went smooth. I went, did my job. You know, I work late, because I have been because of the time of year at my job, but it just went smooth. It was like the perfect day. And I don't know, but anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. But and maybe it's just that that I'm just appreciate the blessings right now because um I just it was just a great day. And then I was looking at the channel and stuff, looking at comments and stuff, and looking at reading emails, on my lunch break and stuff. And my channel went to 2,000 subscribers, so that was amazing too. And and speaking of that, I want to do a shout out. Um, of course, to all you guys that made that possible. And January will be a year that I've been on YouTube doing videos and stuff. And I started out and I started out doing YouTube videos on other things. I was trying to do, you know, talking about, different guns and stuff cuz and then I was, hunting and stuff, and I was trying to go into like working on your car and stuff like that, and nobody was really watching my stuff. And it was just it was just depressing and stuff. And I was like, I wanted to do this YouTube thing. And one guy at work, he says, why don't you talk about your life? He says, your wife's black, right? I said, yeah. Well, why don't you talk about interracial relationships, because people like to hear that, right? And I was like, well, yeah, I could. He's like, yeah, you're the subject matter expert because you're living it. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that might be a good thing." So that's where I started doing videos. And I started thinking about it. And I made a couple videos, and I got some positive stuff. So I was like, okay. And then, I I started telling stories about, me and my wife, and our marriage, and and our family and stuff, and how much I love my wife. And that kind of took off. I did little videos, and I was getting some thumbs up, and then I got a couple subscribers here and there, and then it kind of made me feel good. And then I made this one video, and you guys have probably seen it. It was it was what was the title? Why four things that white men are attracted to black women. I think that was the one. But it just blew up. I put that out there. I just went in the room and just made the video, and it people started sharing it, and then somebody did a reaction video on it, and then people were liking it, and it was just blowing up. I got like right now that video has 56,000 views, and it was just one of those, I guess, those videos they talk about, the breakout video or whatever. Because most of my videos, I get anywhere from, I don't know, maybe 150 views. Maybe some will get 500, 600. There's a few that I got 1,000 on, but that one just really took off, and it just blew my mind. And also, people that have come on my channel that have helped build this. And I always talk about networking, right? How that's very important, because the subscriber count wouldn't be there right now without help from other people. Um, it wasn't me doing it, it was the networking that did it. I the first live video I did was with Lexus Exodus, and she I said I was going to do a show, and I was talking about it, and I wanted to do a call-in show, but I never got that worked out. Maybe I'll revisit that and get that, try to do something with that. But anyway, she says I'll come on your show, and she was real nice, and was real kind, and she came on the show, and it was a pleasant back and forth, and it was fun. We talked about you know issues with interracial couples and stuff, and it was just a real nice one-on-one. And you know and with that video being shared, and with her coming on, that just added more people, and it just took off. And then and then Loren, you've seen her on my videos, and she's been on quite a few times, and she's made this channel grow too. I got to give her credit for this, because I mean, when I've done one-on-ones with her, interviews and stuff, I mean, she's so sharp, she can put things together, and the stuff she comes up with, that helped blow up my channel. And and then I had Patrice come on back in the day, and that helped build it up. And then later on, Cohen Namek, I uh I watched one of his videos, and I put in the comment that I was in an interracial relationship, married for 27 years and stuff. And then he put my video on his page, and he promoted it, and that grew subscribers there. And I got to know that guy, and he's a nice guy, and he helped me out, and it was and he promoted me and my wife on my channel, and that helped build my channel. And and you get these people, and like him, he's way bigger than I am. He's like 62,000 subscribers. I got two. And then Lexus, she's huge. And it's amazing that people that are so much bigger than me, so much more popular, so much more better at this than me, have come and helped me out build what I have. And I give them the credit. They've boosted me, and I have to give them a shout out because if it wasn't for them, I might be sitting at 200 subscribers, and I'd be happy with that. I'm just happy to do this. But it's like, you know, even as big as they are, they came and helped me out. They lifted me up a bit, and that's what networking is, and that's why I say that's so important. Um, the job I have today was from networking. You know, the guy that got me the job that I have now, was an army buddy. Actually worked for me. You know, he was in my platoon when I was a platoon sergeant, and I looked out for him, and I helped him go to the promotion board. Later on, he said, "You know what? Anytime you ever need something from me, you got it." He got me my job. Of course, I had to pass the test and do all the requirements, but he pulled some strings, made it happen. Networking through my channel, networking has done, you know, made this channel more than it probably should be. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not real great at this. I'm an amateur learning, but I love it. I have fun doing it. I love interacting with you guys. I love telling you what's on my mind. I love talking about my wife, my family. I show you some photos. I like doing that. It's neat. I like doing reaction videos and stuff. I like when people come on at times. Uh, you know, and these YouTube creators have helped me out, and I want to give them a shout out. Lexus Exodus, Cohen Namek, Loren. Hey, check out Loren's channel. Her channel is hashtag Black Woman, Black Women, I think. Check out her channel. She's got a lot of good content, and she's really sharp. She's really she's on her game when it comes to this YouTube thing. And she's going to be big. I know she's just it's going to blow up, you know. But check her out. I mean, she has good content, and I've watched her channel, and you know, check it out. It's really nice. And you guys know Cohen. Check, you watch his stuff, and he's helped me along too, and I want to give him a shout out. And then Lexus Exodus, she helped boost my channel, and you know, and she was kind the whole way, and you know, and these people, I'm grateful. I really am, and it's just nice getting to know these people. It's nice networking, because and this YouTube thing, it should be that way. I think, those of us in our little area should lift up each other. You see so many times YouTubers fighting and stuff. Why? You know, but anyway, that's just my opinion. Um, but it's true. I mean, they've made this channel what it is. With their help, it's grown and it's done nice. And you guys have made this channel grow. And I thank you guys for watching. I thank you for your comments. I thank you for your support. And I thank you guys for, being loyal to me at times when I've made my little mistakes, at times when I've stepped on it or stepped in it, you might say. I thank you for, you know, hey, hanging out with me. I thank you for, you know, being with me. I do. I appreciate that so much. And anyway, tomorrow I'm gonna have my prayer meeting, and I put in the schedule the time that has changed. Okay, I have to go to work tomorrow. I've been mandated to work, so I'm still going to do the prayer meeting, but it's going to have to be after I get off work. But I will have it, and I got some special stuff. I got a special video in there I want to show you, and I think you'll like it. But I ain't going to say what it is. It's it's another content creator. I'm gonna do like a reaction, but it has to do with the Bible, and it has to do with interracial, marriages when it comes to the Bible and stuff. And because some people say, well, the Bible says you shouldn't intermarriage because God told the Jews not to mix with the Canaanites and all this stuff, or not be equally yoked with other people. Well, yeah, because they were idol worshipers, because they weren't serving the Lord. That's what he was meaning. But I mean, you can interracially marry anybody you want to, you know. And in my faith, if you're both Christians, it don't matter if you're one's black, one's white, one's Chinese, one's Hispanic. It don't matter. When they say equally yoked with, you know, when they talk about being equally yoked, they're talking about being within the faith. And, it kind of makes sense, because it really wouldn't work out too well, me being a Christian and if my wife was a Buddhist, right? Or something else, create some confusion. But that's what those scriptures mean. A lot of times people take them out of contents, but if you look at Moses, I mean, his wife was from Ethiopia, and he was a Jew. And I remember way back in the day, the preacher talking about that and talking about, interracial relationships, and how he was saying it's not wrong as long as you're both in the faith. And, people got worked up and was upset about that. I mean, today they probably wouldn't be so upset, but they were different racial groups, and God allowed it. You know, so we'll go into that stuff too in the prayer meeting. So it's going to be an interracial thing when it comes to serving the Lord and stuff, and I'm gonna go into that, and you know, and we'll cover scriptures, because a lot of times people take scriptures and they won't go read all of it, or they'll pull out what they want to spin it to fit their narrative. And so many times people do that. All through history, people have taken scripture and manipulated it to fit what they wanted it to be. But if you really dig deep into it, you're going to find the truth. uh thank you, I appreciate that. um but yeah, we'll talk about that stuff. And but anyway, that was kind of interesting, because the preacher went into that. And I was thinking, well, the Jews weren't Europeans, they weren't white people, so why would they be upset about that? But I guess the fact that intermarriage, they didn't want to, I guess they felt it was promoting it because God allowed it. I don't know. But anyway, but we'll dig into that stuff. We'll go into that. And I got a lot of studying I got to do with the Bible, and you know, make sure we get a good message. But it's going to be a good day. But it's going to be late because I got to work. But I'll put that together. Um, you know, and but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Um, before I close, I'm gonna put the link up there. If you want to come on, I'll give a few minutes. I always say I give this opportunity. Um, so I'll do that. If I don't recognize you and I don't let you up, it's because I don't know you. Um, and if I do, and you get crazy, I'll just pull you down. But the link's there if you want to come on and talk. If not, in a few minutes, I'll close it down. And but anyway, I'll leave that up there for a few minutes. And guys, what do you think about me doing that, the polls on the topics and stuff? and the movie reviews. Do you like me doing that? Is that something that's a good idea? Kind of give a little choice. Um, I think I'll do that when I don't, because sometimes sometimes people give me content they want me to cover, and then there's sometimes I don't get nothing for a long time. So I got to kind of come up with things, and I want it to be your choice. Yeah, the polls were fun. Yeah, they're kind of fun just to see what people think, how many people vote, and you know, like the topic we talked about tonight was one you guys picked because there was what white men find attractive or find attractive about black women hairstyles that white men like. What was the other one? I forgot what I put in there. Um, oh, interracial marriage and raising biracial kids. And the reason I put those topics in is those are topics that people like that have wanted me to cover in the past. And I did one video way back in the beginning, and I talked about hairstyles, and that video did very well. And I was just explaining, the different hairstyles black women have, and the one that I like, how I like braids, and that people like that one. And I've gotten some women tell me, um, recently have asked me because I put that up there. Have asked me, yeah, why don't you do a show on black women hairstyles and what white men and men of other races like and stuff. And I can do that too. I can download some pictures of different hairstyles, and I can show them up there, and you guys can tell me what you think. You know, and we could even do a poll on that. That'd be like a fun fact poll. Maybe I could do one with the guys, and guys vote, and you tell me what hairstyle, black woman's hairstyle you like. I could put the different ones. I could put like braids, box braids, or corn rolls, or uh, a weave, or I could throw all kinds of hairstyles, right? And put it in there, and we'll see what the results we get from that. I could do that too, and then I can do a show about it. But I mean, everything's all open with that stuff. You know, don't do the hairstyles; you might get blowback. Well, I could, but I don't really think so. As long as I'm respectful on it, um, you know, you need to find more white men to come on. Yeah. Well, it's been growing with white men. I've been looking at the the analytics, and there's more white men on this channel. It is growing with white men. It really is. Well, I don't know if they're white men, but they're men. Okay, there's probably. I know I do have a couple black men that actually watch my show. In fact, I had one guy sent me a thing asking me to talk about what white women find attractive on black women. I mean, what white women find attractive about black men. Somebody sent me that. I'm not really a expert on that. Um, and I'll address this now because this guy has actually been supportive and stuff. And I wanted him to come on because he says he feels about white women like I do black women. So that'd be an interesting, but I don't know. He feels that you guys would tear him apart if he came on here. But he sent me a thing and said that if I could tell him what white women like in black men, and I haven't really dug into that. Probably because I'm really not interested in it. I mean, I'm not against it. I just don't think about it really. I I don't know. I just don't know. I wish I could help. Um, I don't know, and I've actually tried to dig into that. There's been videos I've seen, and most of the time when I hear like white women talk about, oh wait, Okay. Like hello. Talk about. Oh, you got an echo. Okay. Like okay. Hello. Talk about. Okay, we got an. Do you have another device on? Okay.
I don't.
Like hello. Talk about. Okay. Oh, why are we getting an echo? Do you have another device on?
No, I don't.
Is the TV on? No. Oh, why are we getting an echo? Another device on?
I don't know. I could go out and come back in.
Is the TV on?
No.
Yeah. Try to go out and come back on. I'll pull you back up.
I could go out and come back in.
Is the TV on?
No.
Yeah. Try. Okay. Tune back in. Yeah. Gosh, when she came on, I was getting such an echo. I wonder what's going on with that. Sometimes when you have two devices on, you get like a double feed through microphones or something. Let's see. Let me put the link back up here. Okay. All right, I'll put the link back up in the chat. Let's see. Okay, the link's up there. You can come back on. Sorry, we got an echo, but well, I'll try to pull you back up. Try to come back on. Let's see. Okay. All right. As soon as she comes on, I'll pull her back up. I just there's an echo in there, and I don't know what's causing it. There she is. Let's see. I'll pull her back up. I just there's an echo in there, and I don't know what's causing it. There she is. Let's see. I'll pull her back up. I just there's an echo in there, and I don't know what's causing it. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix it. Can you hear me okay? There's an echo in there, and I don't know what's causing it. Can you hear me okay? If I can fix it. Can you hear me okay?
It's an echo.
There's an echo in there, and I don't know what's causing it. Can you hear me okay? If I can fix it. Okay. Can you hear me okay? There's an echo in there, and I don't know what's causing it. Do you have another device on? Okay. Oh, you muted? Okay, do you have earphones? Maybe that might help. Or earbuds? Yeah, try that. We'll try that and see if we can take care of the echo that way. I'm sorry, I want to talk to you, but it's echoing so much. I don't know why. Sometimes if there's another device or a TV on, sometimes it gets like a double feed. Do you have like two microphones on there? Do you have a microphone set up? Because sometimes that'll do it. No? All right, let's try it again. Okay. The speaker on the might be speakerphone. Okay. I'll ask her about that. Maybe my phone she can type her question. Yeah, she can. I wanted to bring her on and see we'll try it again. I'll see when she comes back up. But I've had the echo before, and sometimes it's when you got a phone by the computer. Sometimes it'll do that. Sometimes if you got the speaker on and you got a speaker connected, it'll like double feed. But it's like something's on because I'm hearing myself talk even when I stop. It's like a or sometimes that happens when the phone is on speak. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Um, I'll see if she comes back on, and I'll ask her to try that. Maybe that'll fix it because I don't know if she's doing it by phone or. So how would you do it if the phone's okay? You say it might be the speaker phone. So how would they do it? Just turn off the speaker and talk? Maybe that makes sense with the earphones, huh? It might take that out. I understand what you're saying with the earphones. So the earphones might uh the reason I wear mine is because I got a TV on in the back room and stuff to kind of not get the sound from other rooms and stuff. That sounds like third person listening. Why would a third person listen? All right, maybe I don't know. I've had that happen before. Maybe let's see. Okay, I will come back again. Okay. Okay, sorry guys. I'm just typing in the private chat here. No, I'm going to try to bring her back up. So we'll see. Also, guys, the link's up there too. If you want to jump on too while we're trying to fix it, you can. If anybody else wants to, um, I'll give it a few minutes, and we'll try one more time and see if we can fix it. But you're just joking. Yeah. Well, who knows? It could be a third person. Here's Corey. All right. Hey, Corey.
How you doing, Brent?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Corey?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, kicking back on the patio.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, you're coming in good. I don't know. With her, I got an echo. I think it's some microphone trying a pair. Okay, she says she's trying a pair of pods. That might help. But you doing okay, Corey?
Oh yeah.
Um, how's your son doing? He doing good?
After he made sure his girlfriend and her little boy was safe, he went out into the neighborhood and started um, helping people. He got a lady that had her foot trapped under some wood and debris. Um, got that off of her leg because she was pinned. He just went into the neighborhood because that's just the kind of man he is.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice. That's good stuff. Yeah, because that stuff that was happening in Kentucky was crazy. All the tornadoes touching down and stuff.
I just seen the pictures on the computer, and they think it's possible of upwards of 100 people already died.
Yeah,
So that's pretty bad.
it is. It's yeah. Well, I got the info, and this awesome lady wants to tell me wanted me to tell you she's praying for you, and I sent you an email. I don't know if you got it. My account, I had to redo it, so I don't know if you got it. But
Well, I used two different ones. I got my oldest son's, and then
oh, okay.
I got my personal one too. This is his personal one that I use all the time.
Oh, okay. I think I sent it.
I use
I
them
think I,
both.
s- I think I sent it to him, but I sent you a little email saying I was praying for you and stuff. And,
Okay.
just hoping everything's okay. But I'm glad to hear he's doing okay, and that's good. That's
It
good to
did
hear.
shake him up a little because here in Oregon, we don't get earthquakes, we don't get tornadoes, we don't get hurricanes. We get an occasional wildfire, but we don't.
Yeah,
We just don't. We don't get high water. It's there's mountains, so the water
yeah,
just runs. It just runs right to the river, goes straight to the ocean. We don't have a
yeah,
lot of natural disaster.
yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I know where I live. We don't have tornadoes. We got mountains around it. Well, on the eastern part of New Mexico, we get them because it's flat out towards well, if you look at the map where it goes from New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming up that way. When the Rocky Mountains hit, it's mountainous, but like on the other side of the states, it's flat as can be. So, the eastern part we get tornadoes and stuff, but
I went to Arizona once, and that place just needed a drink of water. Because I come from a
oh,
green, everything I live
oh
in
yes,
is green, and I looked around and I'm like, ugh.
yeah, it is. Well, I live in New Mexico. I'm right next door, and we need a drink of water really bad. Um, yeah, I mean, it's great that we get like over 300 days of sunshine a year, which is nice, but we don't get much rain at all. Um,
Mm.
yeah, it's you know,
Yeah, we're getting snow up in the mountains, and it's raining down here. But I'm gonna go play in the snow tomorrow. I can't stand it. I gotta head up into it.
yeah. Lulu says, doesn't it snow in New Mexico? Yeah, it snows in New Mexico. Um, New Mexico, we got desert, of course. Everybody knows us for that, but we got mountains too. And we do get snow. The mountains, we get a lot of snow because of the high elevation. And where I live, I'm at well, no, I'm about 6,000 feet above sea level. Kind of
Oh,
almost like, huh?
you're quite a ways up there.
Yeah, we are. Um, yeah, it's about the same as Denver.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I live in Rio Rancho. I live in the high desert part, right next to Albuquerque. I don't know if you're
Okay.
familiar. Yeah, that's where I live. I live out in the desert. I live in like the most northern part of the town I live in, which is 100,000, and which Albuquerque's like 500,000. We're like we're our own town, but we're like a suburb of Albuquerque, kind of. It
Okay.
was, yeah. So it's nice though. I'm away from town, but I'm close to town, you might say. So it's kind of like a suburban area. It's nice. Um,
Yeah, I'm about maybe 10 minutes from town, but we're only about 700 feet elevation right here. But
well,
we're
yeah, you're right on the coast though.
well, I'm about 70 miles inland. There's
Oh, okay.
actually a coast range and then the Cascade and range, and we're in a valley, and the valley just runs Interstate 5 all the way up to, well, Canada, basically.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I'm sure you got real high peaks. Like what do you
yeah,
got?
it's
Like 14,000 feet? You have that?
well, if you go, head out to like Mount Hood and stuff, and
Yeah,
then it'll climb up like Shasta. It always has snow. But
yeah. I know our highest peaks are like 11,000 feet, but in Colorado, theirs are like 14,000. You know,
yeah,
you
but
get in
their
the rock.
city is a mile high. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Denver. Well, we're a mile high too. We're 6,000 feet. We're about the same. Um, yeah,
hmm.
but the eastern part of our state is just flat as can be. Uh,
Yeah,
but Colorado's like that too. I mean,
well,
you go the
go ahead.
yeah. No, I was just saying it's flat till you get to the Rocky Mountains because to where you get to like Denver or Colorado Springs in that area when you start hitting mountains. Before you get to that, it's just flat.
Yeah, I got to have some kind of a scenery. Well, I like skyline. To me, mountains have curves on the skyline. There's shape
Yeah.
to it. Yeah, it's just me. Just been here. Well, between here and Alaska all my life.
Oh, okay. So you're used to mountains and cold weather and stuff.
Oh yeah, I've been on both.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think I might go visit up there one day. Where Where's a good place to eat seafood up there? Because I wanted to go eat seafood, but
Um, Honestly, if you want to go for like a traditional experience,
uh
fly into Anchorage, and then take the bubble train is what we called it. It had a glass ceiling in it, and it was a train that ran from Anchorage down to Sitka.
oh wow.
Yeah, and you don't have to drive. You don't have to. You can get up and walk around, and because Sitka it's an old Russian province,
Oh okay.
and it's just real neat. It's touristy and stuff, but it goes down next to the ocean, and everything up there is seafood. I mean,
Yeah.
it in Alaska, you live next to the water because
Yeah.
that's where the resources are.
Yeah. A lot of resources there. I know the Russians are kicking themselves for selling us Alaska.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah. We got the better end of that deal.
Thing was full of gold and oil,
Yeah.
and I do mean full of gold and oil. I know
Uh,
guys that go up there and they work for 3.5 months and they come home with over $100,000 in gold.
yeah. Oh, she's saying their computer keeps picking up audio off the online, also hearing them through actual speakers. This is causing the echo. Okay. If I mute the sound, won't have the ability to speak, but I can hear him clearly. Yeah.
Hey, Brent,
Yes, sir.
Lulu had a suggestion and it
Okay.
was met with warm reception. The ladies in the chat, and I agree, we need to have Sandy host a show.
Oh yeah. You know what? Um, gosh, I love getting Sandy on. I don't know if she'll host the show though. I could try to talk her into it. Um, she'll come on with me, but I tried to float the idea of having us both do YouTube. Like she could do her show and I can do mine and just
Well, Brent, just set her
kind
up. Just sit her down in the chair and give her the microphone and then go do something in the house.
yeah. Well, I'll talk. I'll ask her. I mean, uh,
Just
you
blame
know, when
blame me. I don't care. I can be the fall guy. I'm all right with that.
yeah,
She doesn't know where I live.
yeah. There you go. Yeah,
Well,
I
maybe.
would. I would love to read Sandy. I mean, and she comes on every now and then, and I've worked to get her to do that because at first she was like, "Well, it's your thing, you do it." I got your back. I support you, and then I when I first started, I was talking about black women and my marriage and stuff, my interracial marriage, and there were some people that said, "Yeah, right. You're just saying this for views. You don't have a black wife. You don't know nothing about black women and all this stuff." And I'm like, and, and there were some people, giving me heat and telling people on, my channel that he's lying, he's full of crap. It's all a sham. And so I said,
Surprise.
I said, and I told her, I said, and I said, Sandy, you got to come on because I, they're not believing me. And when she came on, we did that video. It gave me some credibility. So, now they know the truth. And I think, people have found out the truth because people research you. And
Oh yeah, they'll dig it up.
yeah, people have dug it up. People have gotten into my Facebook and stuff. There's been a couple that have, it, and that doxing thing it's real. They do look you up.
I
and
was
it
talking to a cute black lady online, and I opened up Facebook for maybe 3 months, and then that was that. I haven't been back since.
yeah, I don't get on it much anymore. I just lost my interest once I started doing YouTube videos. I'm having more fun doing that than getting on Facebook and posting stuff. I just like I don't know. I mean, I go on there to talk to my daughter, my son, and share
Mm.
photos or something. But other than that, I really don't. I'm really not on it much. I really, the YouTube is the thing that takes most of my time on my off time because just I like doing it. It's a nice hobby. But yeah, I want to get Sandy on. And guys, um, you know, it would be awesome to have her on, and she's going to be on sometimes. But it's like a guest appearance thing. I'm trying. I'm working on her. Maybe one day we'll be.
Not just set her up, just put her in the chair, give her the microphone, and then just wander off of the house. Go
Yeah.
turn a go turn a screen on and see how she does.
Oh, she'll choke me if I did that to her. Just kind of set her up. Okay, here you go. I gotta go.
Just put a disclaimer. This might be my last show.
Yeah, I might be in the hospital after this one. So
Well, you keep your brother
yeah,
company.
yeah, right. I mean, oh man,
Hmm. I'm just teasing, you know. Don't take me serious.
yeah. No, I know. Man, he's taken the all that he's been through. He's taken it so good. It's amazing.
He's a strong man.
Yeah, he's positive about it. Yeah, well, that's what God wants, and you know what? It is what it is. And I'm just like, wow, that's a testimony in itself. I'm more hurt and emotional about what he's going through than him actually going through it. That's amazing.
Hmm.
Um, you know.
Well, hey, buddy, it's 10 o'clock, so I'm going to drop off of here and let somebody else try to come up.
Okay, sounds good, Corey. Good talking to you. Hey,
Yep.
say
You
prayers
too.
for your son and your family.
Thank you.
Thanks. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right. I should grill Corey like Bernie Mac on Guess Who. Okay. Yeah. Um. Well, the link's up there. I'll give it a couple more minutes. It's getting late. It's 11 o'clock where I'm at, and you guys on the East Coast is 1 o'clock in the morning. So anyway, we'll we'll try again, Manita. We'll try again. You're welcome to come on anytime, and if you want, uh, shoot me an email. What we can do is, if you want to try to come on again, is we can do a private screen where it's just me and you, and we can talk and adjust our equipment, and make sure and try to work on getting rid of that echo. And then once we do, then we can go live if you want, or we could just practice. And you know, any of you guys that want to come on, because I know some people want to come on that you told me, but you're not too sure about it. Um, and you've never went on a live chat before, and it can be nervous. Um, you know, you can email me and we can set up a private chat where no one can see it, and we could actually practice. I've done that with one-on-ones with people that uh we kind of rehearse a little bit, not act out the whole thing, but like kind of think about what we're going to say, you know um make sure we're both on the same sheet of music on the topic and stuff. um and then plus, it's a good way to make sure our equipment's working right, make sure we're not getting that echo, make sure everything's good to go. um but anyway, I mean, but it's all open. And Manita, you're welcome to come on anytime. And I really wanted to talk to you and stuff, but we had that echo and stuff. And But we'll try again. It's all good. There'll be more than enough times to trying. And guys, I will try to get Sandy on. I don't know if she's going to do a show by herself. Um, but maybe you never know. Um, I got her to come on with me every now and then. So, you know, but I will work on that because I know you guys want to hear more of Black woman's perspective and stuff on this channel, and I would like to hear it too. And I think it would be, I always love when my wife comes on with me. It's always fun. Um, you have confidence. Yeah, I think sooner or later I'll work on it. And then, because I would like to do a lot of my dream. Here's my dream, guys. My dream is to do this, but have my wife, do her own little show as part of the network. And then we come together and we do separate shows, Um, that would be fun. But she's just not into it right now. And she's, busy with her career and stuff. And, but I'll work on them. Maybe in the future we'll have a dynamic duo going. And, that'll be fun too. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and close this. It's already 11:12, and I got to go to work tomorrow. And but I will be live tomorrow again. The time, I don't know what time. Good question. What'd you say? Good questions for us would be what Sandy was thinking. Oh wait, when you approached her. Yeah, we did a video about that where we are talking about when we first met, when I did approach her and stuff. Um I was so nervous and stuff, and it was like, I was stuttering, I was nervous. It was, it wasn't the smoothest approach by no means. But she told me she could see what was in my heart, and she you know was attracted to that and stuff. And you know it was funny because you know when I approached her and got up, you know the confidence to go up and talk to her and stuff, and we got to talking. It was going pretty well. And before she left, I asked her for a number, and she said, "Nah, why don't you give me yours?" And I thought that was a sign she wasn't interested, but I gave her my number, and thought she would never call back, but she did. And then we dated, and then got married, and then 3 kids and 2 grandkids later, here we are. So, um, but anyway, yeah, we'll do a video here in the future where we talk about, I will bring my wife Sandy on there, and you guys can what I'll do is next time I bring her on, I'll have a live panel so you guys can come on the panel and actually ask us questions. You can ask me or her, um, and I'll pull you up on StreamYard. I could have up to 10 people, so you could come up and just ask her questions or ask me questions. Ask, what, when we met and stuff like that, and maybe our aspect on dating back then and what it was like and compared to now. And I mean, there's just so much we can do with that. Uh, and I know you guys got so many questions. Yeah. And that would be a good thing. But we'll set it up. I can't tell you when we'll do it, but after, Christmas and stuff, um, we'll get together. We'll put something together. But she will be back on. She's part of the show. She just don't come on as much as I do. Um, but I'm working on that. Believe me, guys. I am. She would be a big impact on my show. She would, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and close it. I'm gonna have a prayer meeting tomorrow, and I'm gonna talk about interracial marriages, and we're gonna talk about it when it comes to the Bible. And I got a special video too. I'm gonna show you on that. It's gonna be a good show. And we'll have fun and we'll get something out of it, And my prayer meeting is my way of showing, you know, my love, my respect, and honoring the Lord. That's what it's about. I don't get as many views when I do my prayer meeting because not everybody's a Christian, and that's fine. But and if you're not a Christian, you're welcome to watch it. You're welcome to come on. I'm not going to keep anybody off it as long as you're respectful and don't be trolling the show, especially when we're reading Bible verses and stuff. I don't, I that to me just don't go over well. I mean, on a regular show we get some trolls. It don't really bother me so much, but when we're talking about the Lord, it's serious and it's very important. I take it serious, and the people that come on my prayer meeting take it serious too. Um, it's important. So I just ask you, anybody can come on. You don't have to be a Christian to do it, but you know, just come with respect. That's all I ask, and we'll give you the respect. You know. But anyway, guys, this was a fun live. I had a good time. It was good talking to you, Corey. Manita, it was good almost talking to you, but we'll get it together. We'll work it out. But send me an email and we can do a practice show. We could iron out the issues with your device, why we're getting the echo and stuff. And there's a reason behind it. I've had this happen before. Um, could be the microphone. A lot of people are saying, the speaker on your phone could be it. I mean, it could be a number of things, but we'll work it out. We're ironing it out. And guys, anybody wants to come on the show, if you have a topic you want me to talk about, or if you want to talk about a topic with me, send me an email. We can make that happen. Um, you know, as long as it's respectful stuff and you know. But anyway, just send me an email, and also, uh, I'm going to put up tomorrow night. I'm going to put up some questions, and it's for the jersey giveaway. Okay, and I'm going to do the competition all the way up to Christmas, and then once I get the winner, right after Christmas, I'll send the winner an email, and then you're going to be able to pick your own jersey because I was giving away hockey jerseys. I've given a number of hockey jerseys away and stuff, but not everybody's a hockey fan. Some people like basketball or football, baseball. Some people are more into that. Um, I love hockey, but I love football too, and basketball, and I watch a little baseball. I watch all the sports, but I'm going to put that out there for this Christmas season. Now it will be after Christmas that you get it, but that's just something I want to do, and it'll be fun doing it. I'll put in some questions, and that's how we'll set it apart. And there can only be one winner, but if you win, you just tell me the team you like in the jersey, and I'll send it to you. But it's got to be a professional sports, okay? Like I said, because it's hard to find minor league teams or stuff like that. But I could even do college teams too. The major colleges. I could probably do that too. Like if I don't know if you're a Miami Hurricanes fan, I could probably send you a football jersey of that or something like that. Um, but anyway, I'll put that out tomorrow on my community page. Tomorrow night, tomorrow evening, we're going to have the prayer meeting, and is he in Philly? Who's that? Oh, you talking about my jersey, Philadelphia Flyers? Uh, that's what my jersey. I don't know if that's what you're asking. Um, anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this down. But I'll see you tomorrow on tomorrow's live. And like I said, we'll put together a show with Sandy coming on. It'll probably be after the holidays. But if I do it sooner, I'll let you know. Maybe I can get her in sooner than that. And we'll do a question and answer live. How will that sound? Where I'll let some people come on. I'll put the link up there and you guys can jump on. And what I'll do is I can bring up me and her will be on. So I can bring up to 9 people. So we can take turns. You guys can ask whatever you want. And we'll put that out there, and you can ask questions, and you know, we'll tell you what we think. Oh yeah, I'm in New Mexico. I'm not in Philly though. I'm far from that. I'm just wearing a Philadelphia Flyer jersey. Uh, but we'll do that. We'll put that together. That'll be fun, and she'll go for that. But doing a show by herself, no, that ain't going to happen anytime soon. But in the future, you know, it might happen, and that would be really cool if it did. But I just got to get her interested in this YouTube thing. Um, but we will do a show. She does want to do shows with me. She does like doing that when we're both together, talking about our marriage or family or answering questions. Sandy does like doing that type stuff, and we'll do that. We'll put that together. Um, you know, uh, but anyway, good night, everyone. Um, Thank you for coming on. Thank you guys for your kind words, your comments. Thank you guys for watching me, and thank you guys for making this channel what it is. And I enjoy every part of it, and I hope you enjoy the content. And if there's some content you want me to cover, uh, just let me know. No, I'm not in Philly. I'm in New Mexico. I'm just wearing the Philadelphia Flyer jersey. Um, but anyway, guys, you guys have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Um, I'll put it on my community page, and I'll probably post it like half an hour before I come on, an hour to half an hour. So look for that. I'm sorry I can't give you a time. It just depends on how quick I get my work done tomorrow and how fast I get home. So, but we will have a good show tomorrow, and so come on, bring your Bible, bring yourself in, and we'll cover that. I'll show you a video, and we'll talk about scripture, and we'll talk about interracial marriage when it comes to the Bible and stuff. And that'll be a good topic to cover. Um, and also I'm going to put the link up there. So if you guys want to come on during the prayer meeting, if you want to like say a prayer or say a testimony, I always leave that open if you want to do it. Or if you just want to talk to me and ask me to pray for you or a family member too, that's always out there. And my email's open too. If you want to have a prayer request, if you want me to pray about something, you don't have to tell me what it is. I it don't matter what it is. You tell me just, hey, it's an unspoken prayer. Can you pray for me? And I can do that. God knows what the prayer is. He knows what you're praying for. And, you get other people praying with you. There's power in prayer. And it's a good thing. So my email is open for that. It's open for questions. And if you need to reach me, shoot me an email. What I can do is I could talk to you with the video conference. I've done that with people on the channel. Um, some people want to talk to me about an issue or have me pray for a family member, and sometimes just having someone to talk to, even if it's through a computer, it can be uplifting. And, but anyway, guys, I love you guys. God bless Corey, praying for you, your son, your family. Say a prayer for him. And, guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow. So have a good night. God bless you and your families. And I'll see you tomorrow for the prayer meeting. And thank you and have a good night. God bless.